Hey, hi. It has been 5 months since the last video. Now I'm back for good. Right, so what's new? I'm alive, just about, and I am ready to share my musical journey once more, and hopefully we'll continue doing this for a very long time, so you guys are stuck with me. Okay, so we've just started the year and already we have so many musical gems. I feel like everyone's starting off the year right, but these are the tracks that have definitely got me through January. Right, so the first one is albums. Francis and the Lights actually released their third album, Just For Us, at the end of last year without any pre-warning. So if you don't know Francis and the Lights, Francis and the Lights is actually one person. Francis is actually Francis Farewell Starlight, not a group, but you would definitely think otherwise if you heard the tracks and you noticed the depth of his songs. He has musical buddies, one of them being Chance the Rapper and also Bon Iver. Check out his music, check out this album in particular. 2 songs, Morning, which is the intro song. It's just a very delicate piano piece with just very sweet vocals and it's very stripped down. And also Just For Us, which is kind of the opposite. So the whole album has a synth sound. To be honest, for me, the album sounds a bit like Phil Collins in some sort of time warp. Very powerful, easy music to listen to. N.E.R.D are finally back. So the 3 gods of production are finally back after a 7-year hiatus. They have come back with their 5th studio album called No One Ever Really Dies. So Pharrell has been dominating every corner of the creative universe. He's been doing soundtracks, he's been collaborating with streetwear labels, he's been a coach on The Voice, also came out with his own solo album. I just think that Pharrell was definitely killing it, but it's really good to see that he is back with the other boys. There is no shift in leadership because of the success he's had over the past God knows how many years. So literally the 3 of them work as a team. I don't feel like he is solely the frontman. I feel like they all work together so perfectly well. If you see them live, there's one presence and that's the 3 of them. They managed to just kind of go into different crucial stages in music actually just throughout the years and still manage to stay relevant. So anything they produce just still, they don't make it sound mainstream, they just make it sound like they own that sound. 2 tracks from this album that I really love is ESP, which is basically a track about just finding motivation and energy and just getting off your ass and doing something. Don't basically waste time. And also Lifting You featuring Ed Sheeran. There are a few interesting artists included on this record. So there's MIA, Kendrick Lamar, Future, Gucci Mane. Also the very, you know, the goddess of everything, Rihanna. So she was actually on their first track that they released from this album called Lemon. This is probably my favorite album. This is Deep Dream by Daddy Issues. So this is actually their 4th album and I'd never heard of this band before, but Deep Dream is basically an album by Daddy Issues, who are a sweet sugar-coated grunge trio from Nashville. So in Deep Dream they just delivered this collection of 90s teen soundtrack nostalgia, because back in the 90s we had loads of really good teen soundtracks. They were mainly rock bands, they were mainly punk pop, a bit of grunge. Okay, so the angsty, no given sound, which is portrayed by, you know, heavy distortion and just like fully powerful female vocals, has these underlying tones of sweetness and innocence, because those female vocals can actually be really endearing. Okay, singles. So there are a few tracks that got me through January. A few are actually from albums to be released later in the year. So the first single is All the Stars by Kendrick and SZA. So considered one of his more pop-leaning creations, Kendrick Lamar has released a track with SZA that is from the anticipated Marvel movie Black Panther. The soundtrack is actually curated by Kendrick Lamar. If you don't know about SZA, she is an R&B songstress. She's a singer, songwriter, and she's done so well in the past year. Her album Control was incredible. Now she's been nominated for more Grammys than I can count. And also the song actually poignantly touches on topics of fame, identity, and love and trust. One song to check out, but also if you want to check out another song from the soundtrack, with J-Rock, Future, and just a little peek of James Blake as well. Unlike All the Stars, this one is very hip-hop and it's just like deliciously beat heavy. It's just, you can listen to it and all of a sudden it will just give you this newfound energy that you didn't know you had. So definitely one to check out, and the album is rumored to be released around the second week of February. Another track that I'm loving is, I don't really know how to say the title, P-A-R-E-D with Me by Sylvan S.O. I'm gonna put it here so you can actually see how it's meant to be spelled. So my bouncy pop, I'll call them electrons because electronic pop. It's very bouncy and it has a very upbeat spirit. It starts my work day and ends my work day. Kind of makes me want to do the chicken dance. The next track is Street Living by Black Eyed Peas. So they're back, minus Fergie. They've taken it back to pre-chart topping BP. They're back to their hip hop roots. I couldn't actually be happier because I really did love it when they were first together without Fergie. It definitely works either way, but they've definitely rediscovered their sound. This is a song that's very politically charged, has a gorgeous jazz sample on loop. The song itself just sounds so raw and it's addressing injustice in society and just everything that's going wrong with the world at the moment. There's no auto-tune, there's no thumping EDM beats to be found anywhere. Okay, and my favorite song that has gotten me through January is Yo My Saint by, God, I don't even know if it's featuring anyone. It's just by Michael Kiwanuka and Karen O from the AAS. So you have Karen O, who is the AAS frontwoman. She's quirky, she's funky, she's fun, she is definitely unique. She doesn't follow stereotypes or basically follow what the media portrays women should be like in the music industry. And then you have Michael Kiwanuka, who is from North London. He's a musician, songwriter, singer, and he has a very deep, soulful singing style. So both of these two in one track. This song sounds like a lover's showdown between both of their alter egos, and it makes for a very beautifully composed song from beginning to end. So both artists came together with Kenzo's creative directors and film director Anna Lily Armtor for a short film / project just that's creating a fusion of film, fashion and music. But definitely go watch it. Is just so colourful and it is so visually pleasing to watch. There's no sign of Karen O, Michael Kiwanuka, which is perfect. They literally just lay down this song in the background that just kind of determines the mood throughout the whole film. And it definitely sounds like a declaration of emotion, good and bad, between both Michael and Karen. Yeah, I discovered Bahamas as well, who is a musician, singer, songwriter and producer. God, he's everything. And I really liked his Bad Boys Need Love Too. Yes, Bad Boys Need Love Too. If you're just looking for something easy to listen to, if you're looking for something low-key, a nice tropical vibe to it. It's got a really inviting guitar riff and these head-bobbing drums as well. Really awesome. And really just like soothing, angelic hooks from his bandmate Felicity Williams. Yeah, and the final one is actually from the Colors channel, this beautiful lady from LA called Joyce Rice. She popped up in my feed on YouTube and was a bit cynical. To be honest, there is this huge influx of female singers in music at the moment and it's great. It's really, really great, but I'm finding that all of them have a very similar sound. My faith in R&B wavered for a bit, but people like Kalani and her and now Joyce Rice have given me that faith back. She has very sweet minimal vocals accompanied by this like spot on 90s R&B sound. When I first listened to it, it reminded me of Aaliyah, and I just loved how effortless she just came across. It just seems so natural for her. The track has touches of saxophone in it. It just reminds me that music can just be fun and simple. It doesn't have to be overproduced and it will still have a huge impact on you. Those were the ones that definitely stood out for me. You know, JT came out with some new stuff. Justin Timberlake came up with Filthy, which was rather interesting. It was a perfect tune to just put this swaggy step in my stride. Couldn't really listen to it just chilling at home. I don't think I'd be able to listen to it in a club or a bar or something. It wouldn't make me want to dance, but the music video says different. So it's touching on this recurring theme of artificial intelligence. Black Mirror kind of screwed me up over the Christmas, made me very cynical of technology. Justin Timberlake's video kind of, you know, it wasn't that far-fetched. It was basically about a robot who was being presented to this huge Asian market of investors. Justin Timberlake taking the role of being the the person presenting this product. Yeah, and he came out with some more stuff. I think there was supplies, and just before I'm filming this video there was another track as well. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really been feeling Justin Timberlake for a while. There have been a few bangers from the albums that he's released since like his Senorita days. Other than that, I've listened to his albums beginning to end. I've just taken kind of snippets. And also Jack White from the White Stripes is back. He did some solo stuff for a while after being with the White Stripes, and then Raconteurs. I listened to his song Connected by Love, which was actually quite edgy and quite different. He's taken on a more creative approach to music. There is no formula to his track. So yeah, that's it for the first video. There will definitely be more to come. So good to finally do this again, and so great to catch up with you guys. As always, send me things to listen to. Any recommendations, drop it in the comments, send me a DM. Hope you guys like the new title sequence. Let me know what you think. Peace.